And good morning. We're into the 7 o'clock hour here on Labor Day. So you don't have to labor today. Jeremy and I are, though. We're hard at work, aren't we, Jeremy?
Oh, working
Oh, my fingers to the bone.
so hard.
We're having a good morning with you, talking about our calling and how that translates maybe into what we do for a living, or maybe it even goes beyond that. A little bit later, we're going to talk with Gordon Smith, who is a president of a college, and he talks about how God wires us and how we can discover our calling, maybe some of the questions we can ask ourselves and ask others about ourselves that will help us discover what God has for us, what part He has for us to play in the kingdom work. So that conversation coming up in a little over than a half an hour right here on Ken and Deb in the morning. But we are asking you, since it's Labor Day, what is your dream job? If you could do anything, what would it be? And of course, you can call us 800-221-9356, text, or even join us live as we have a little mid-morning coffee show break, a mini mid-morning show coffee break, right?
Yep. We're only gonna go 10 or 15 minutes instead of the full 25 because it's a holiday.
That's right.
But we still wanted to join you guys on a live stream.
Yeah, we don't want to work too hard. No, I'm just kidding. So join us on Facebook after you go to Ken and Deb in the morning after you go to Facebook.com. Let's get the hour started with some music. Here's Mercy Me and Bring the Rain. So we are talking about that dream job this morning. Do you have a dream job? And if so, what would it be? So, Jeremy, are you going to come over to my side or are you going to stay over there and hide?
I will be over there. I'm still getting things set up, Deb.
I feel so alone.
Did you find the video?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. This new Facebook has me befuddled. Is that a good word? Befuddled.
It's a good word.
I mean, it's too weird. I like the old one, but that's kind of like my personality. I have a hard time. I found it. I think I found it. I refreshed the page, and so I think I'm honing in on it. Okay, why am I not getting it?
No, here.
It's showing me it's there.
That is really weird.
See, it's not just me. That makes, oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, good morning, Joe. You're always with us early in the morning. Hope you have a good Labor Day. Thank you so much. Heidi, hello. And Lori, thanks so much for being with us this morning. Jordan's with us. He called already his dream job, which is the one he has. He loves his job, washing dishes at Covenant College, and he's off for a couple days there.
And you thought no one was up and listening to us.
I was just
Deb's
thinking
like, guys, they're all sleeping.
I mean, that's the way I felt because, of course, it's Labor Day. People sleep in on Labor Day.
You'd
it's
expect
a holiday.
them to be.
Yeah. It's normal. If I was home, guess what I'd be doing?
You're snoozing.
I would be sleeping. I'd probably be getting up around right now.
Yeah. I have
around 7.
My dog seems to think, I don't know why, but every morning that I'm not at work, she wakes me up at 6:30. She's like, hey, time's up. Let's go. And it's like
no more sleepy poo for you.
Like 6:30 on the dot.
Well, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's still sleeping in. So.
Yeah, it is. It's sleeping in. It's a lot. When I think about the fact that we usually get up at 3 or 4 or whatever, and then when we sleep to 7, I mean, that's like 4 hours later. So that is a huge sleep in when we have the day off. And so hopefully you're enjoying the holiday. Maybe you got some plans for this Labor Day, or maybe you even want to chime in. Maybe you did something fun this weekend. You went to the Big Daddy Weave concert. I heard it was gorgeous. It was beautiful weather for it. That is for sure. And saw some pictures on the QC Festival of Praise Facebook page. Looked like it was a great event. A lot of people coming out for that. And but we'd like a live and in-person report from you this morning if you were there.
Yep. We also heard about the Sights and Sound Theater, the other presentation. We had someone call us to let us know that they really enjoyed watching that
Yeah,
last
Margie.
Friday.
Margie called in and said it was fantastic. Loved it.
There's a lot of great stuff happening this
Yes.
past weekend.
Yes. And we had our church had a Pie for Pie event for girls in Tanzania for for Bibles for their school, and it went fantastically. God is so good.
Mm-hmm.
We had 28 pies to auction, which was more than we thought, and yeah, we got what we needed to send out the Bibles and to be able to bless every one of the new students that's going to school there. So, yeah, it was a great weekend. How was your weekend, and what are you planning on doing this Labor Day, or what is your dream job? Any of those. You can join the conversation this morning and give us a call or just comment here on Facebook. Our phone number 800-221-9356. That's 800-221-9356. And that is Mercy Me and Bring the Rain here at Moody Radio Quad Cities. And thinking of that, boy, it was really loud Saturday going into Sunday.
It was, yeah.
I
You woke
mean,
up.
I didn't even realize we were supposed to get rain.
That was my dad was doing some, we'll say, terraforming in the backyard. My grandfather has a little crawler that he brought out to the backyard, and so we were gonna do some changes to the hill in the backyard. And of course, as soon as he gets it, he says, "Oh, we're in a drought." And now that I have the crawler to do some work, forecast rain.
Well, I was totally out of it. I did not know there was going to be rain. And so when I heard that thunder boom in the middle of the night, it was so loud. It woke me completely up because it was surprising because I wasn't expecting it. But it was kind of nice to see the rain fall because we really needed it. It was so dry, and so God just blessed us with some wonderful rain that we needed here in the Quad Cities. Hey, we're talking this morning about dream jobs. It's Labor Day, and so for those of you who are not laboring today, you can dream about what would be your favorite job. If you could have any job, get paid for something you just love to do, what would it be? Give us a call at 800-221-9356. So, Jeremy,
Mhm.
are you living the dream, or do you have a dream job?
You know, I could say I am living the dream. So radio was always the goal.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I had to go beyond what I'm doing now, love to be a stand-up comic. Can't say I've got the talent for it, but I would love to be a stand-up comic.
All right. So, what's your dream? Give us a call, 800-221-9356. So, Joe is saying his wife and he washed their cars on Saturday. Boy, that was a good day for it.
Heidi got in on her dream job.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Curator of a museum like the Smithsonian.
Oh, yeah, that would be really neat, Heidi. I could see where that'd be a really cool job.
I'm back.
Yeah. Thanks. It's good to have you on this side. I like you on that side too, especially when we, need the buttons pushed.
Yeah. I'm great at pushing buttons. I am great at pushing buttons.
You really are. You can multitask so well. And the older I get, the worse I am at that. It's like, squirrel. Okay, now I'm gone. So I really appreciate you, Jeremy. You got lots of good talent here and you use it for the Lord. So thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
So, hey, Mary would like to be a storm chaser.
Ooh.
I can see where that would be somebody's dream job.
Mm-hmm. To take off after a tornado or that. So with proper training and equipment, of course.
Mm-hmm. Of course. You know what? I can't think of a job that I'd rather do than the one I'm in. Although getting up a little bit later would be nice.
Yeah.
Instead of having to get up at 3.
Maybe do an afternoon radio show.
Right. An afternoon. Yeah, that might be. Yeah. Although I am a morning person, so that would be hard. And now I'm used to taking my naps in the afternoon. I told you, I'm stuck in the mud. I am
you
stuck
have to take
in
your
routine.
naps in the morning. If you moved to the afternoon shift.
Right. But, it's interesting how God places us in the jobs that we're in, because radio wasn't even on my radar when I was graduating from college at all. So somebody brought up the idea to me. And actually, there was an opening. So they said, hey, you're a voice major. This kind of goes closely with that.
It's a leap, but it's
So,
there.
yeah, it's a leap, but it was there. And so, yeah, so I went down to Chicago and saw what they did at Moody, and I'd always appreciated their ministry. So that was the beginning of my radio, what ended up being a whole lifetime career. And maybe you have an interesting story about how you got your job. That would be another interesting thing to talk about on Labor Day. You can give us a call at 800-221-9356, or go ahead and post right here on Facebook Live. Glad to have you with us on this Labor Day. 7:13 is the time here at Moody Radio Quad Cities, and we're glad to have you with us this morning. And there's so many wonderful things that are happening in our community because people are getting back to actually having some activities at their church and organization. And one that caught your eye was a hog roast.
A drive-through hog roast.
Drive-through hog roast, and it also benefits Galesburg Rescue Mission and Women's Shelter.
Yep. I remember always hearing about their hog roast each year, and then I saw it pop up on the community calendar. I'm like, drive-through? That is a way to adjust.
It is, and here's what you get to enjoy. Roasted pork, baked beans, potato salad, fruit cup, roll, cookies, and bottled water. So what a drive up, get your meal, also benefit the rescue mission there. Mm-hmm. And so no cooking, that's my idea of fun. And that's coming up September 12th.
Yep. And so all the details are on our community calendar, which you can find by going to moodyradio.org/Quad Cities. And if you have events as you're figuring out how to do things in a socially distanced manner, let folks know about those events that are coming up using the community calendar.
And you can submit an event right there. When you're on the community calendar site, on the left-hand side, it says submit an event. Mm-hmm. Put the information in there, and it will take a couple of days to get it online and active. So once you submit it, allow a little time for it to become active. Has to go through some channels before it goes active, but it's a great way to let others know about what's happening.
Yep. So again, moodyradio.org/Quad Cities.
And here's Michael W. Smith. It's a favorite Waymaker here on Moody Radio Quad Cities.
Now, Deb, this is going pretty fast. Do you want to keep going for a full mid-morning show? Do you want to call an audible and keep going?
What do you think? You're the brains behind this. I just sit here and talk until I'm told to stop.
We can keep going for the rest of it.
Okay,
I know we
see.
Told folks.
Everybody's like, oh, really? No, we'd love to be with you this morning. And love to know maybe a little bit about your dream job or how you got your job. And so Joe was watching some cartoons with his grandson this morning. Joe, which ones are you watching? You're a cartoon. I can see you. You love cartoons, don't you?
Yeah, I enjoy cartoons.
What's your favorite cartoon?
My favorite cartoon. Guys, this is a classic trope of Deb called putting a person on the spot. And this is my personal stall tactic as I try to think about what to answer her with. And so a favorite cartoon is the question you are asking me about. If I had to pick something off the top of my head, I guess we would probably go with What's New, Scooby-Doo? Okay. No, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Okay.
So if I had to pick something off the top of my head.
Okay.
So.
Well,
how about you, Deb?
Oh, my goodness. I knew it was coming back. And I am not a big cartoon person. So let me see. I used to like Scooby-Doo a lot. What were some of the other ones?
The classic Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah. Bugs Bunny. I like Bugs Bunny.
You like the Bugs Bunny cartoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were funny. Yeah. So that's the thing. If you give it, you got to take it.
Yeah, you got to be ready.
I like asking questions, not answering them.
You guys were telling me a couple of months ago, I guess Brian Bill had you and Ken on. He was doing some interviews or some videos for Edgewood, and you and Ken were talking about how it felt so weird because like he was interviewing you, and you're like, I'd much rather be the interview.
I would, because I don't have any answers. I've got lots of questions, though. I go blank with the answers. But anyway, so I guess in a way, God has been so gracious and given me a job where I can ask a lot of questions. So thankful for that. So maybe as you look over the job that you're doing right now, maybe there's something about it you can really see God has plugged you in there using something that you like to do, and it just fits. It fits so nice.
Jordan had another comment on the video about another job he'd be interested in doing.
Okay.
And you have a computer in front of you, so I'm going to let you do that.
Oh, he said he could do the voice of the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz.
Ooh, okay. So a voice acting role.
Uh-huh.
That'd be a fun career.
Oh, somebody mentioned, Joe said he was on the Disney Channel. He's watching that. I was thinking that would be another, voice actor would be another fun thing, I think, to do for a living. That'd be a fun job.
That is who you are.
And that is Michael W. Smith with Waymaker here on Moody Radio Quad Cities. I'm Deb, and Jeremy is here this morning. Jeremy Jones, he's here every morning. And Ken is taking the week off, enjoying his family. Got to see some beautiful pictures of his family around the campfire. It looked glorious. So hope he had a wonderful birthday.
Yep, and we're talking about dream jobs right now. And so Jordan chimed in earlier about washing dishes. He really wants to do that at the college that he is working at. But he would also love the opportunity to work in a post mail and to sort mail on a part-time basis. So more things that folks are interested in doing, or at least trying out and getting the experience of.
And so if you have a dream job, something you'd like to, make something you love, but you maybe haven't had a chance to do because maybe it doesn't pay anything. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we have things we love to do, but we love to get paid for them. What would that be?
Right.
There's things that, for instance, my kids, a couple of them love to hike, and my son loves to climb mountains, and he would love to get paid to climb mountains. That would be
sponsorships going.
Right. That would be his dream job.
If he climbs enough mountains, he might be able to get into the Guinness Book of World Records. I hear those people sometimes get sponsored to break records.
That's true. But usually they have to try something dangerous, like that guy today who sat in a box of ice. It's like not exactly something I'd love to do.
I don't know. It seemed like a pretty cool thing to do.
Well, especially since you said you were hot this morning, so I could see where you said, Jeremy came in, this feels a little warm in here. I'm like, it's just perfect. Anyway, so what is your dream job? Let's get back to it. Give us a call, 800-221-9356. Here's Chris Tomlin. Whatever we do today, we have the Holy Spirit within us, giving us that resurrection power to do.
Heidi wants to be a published writer. That's a pretty cool goal to strive for.
And Heidi, what would you write about if you were to write a book?
I know she's talked about her family story, and so I wonder if that's the direction she'd probably go. So said she's got a story with her family history.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, I think that would be a cool thing too, to be able to write a book, but I don't think I'd have the patience for it. It takes a lot of discipline. Anyway, so Jordan's continuing his theme of the Wicked Witch of the West, which he said, I scared one of my coworkers last week, Saturday, September 5th. Oh.
Yep, so Heidi said the subject matter would be her family and her testimony.
Okay. That's good. You should do that. What a blessing that is. I mean, there's nothing more powerful than God's story through us, I think. I think testimonies are one of the most powerful things. I don't think we hear them as much today maybe as we have in the past, as far as,
Mhm.
having a testimony night or having a time where people just share their testimony. But to me, that is the most faith building thing, is when I hear somebody's testimony.
And that I've had conversations with you and other people about the Christian film industry that we
Mm-hmm.
have right now. And I mean, there's a lot of uplifting movies. The Kendrick brothers are great
Mm.
at them, putting out films like Overcomer, War Room. But I really get excited about stories that involve a testimony that are based on a true story.
Mm-hmm.
So films like I Can Only Imagine,
Right.
I Still Believe, those films that are rooted in an actual testimony someone had.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they take that well made film and just bring it a step above to me,
Yeah,
and I really enjoy those.
I can see that too. I mean, I used to really like reading biographies for that reason. We used to have a library in my church when I was growing up, and I'd take missionary stories out because, I mean, I just love hearing those true life stories of people who've risked everything for the Lord, and they were willing to give it all, and some not having much fruit or seeing any fruit. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, always inspired by hearing other people's stories. Even today, when you just get to sit and listen to somebody's story, it's powerful. So, whatever your dream job, share your story with others today. And, even as you're thinking about your calling and maybe what God is calling to you in the season of life, um, use that calling to really inspire others to follow Christ. And um, where I'm just thankful that we can take this day out kind of to relax a little bit, but also maybe think a little bit about how God has wired us and how we can use our gifts and talents for His glory.
Yeah,
So I think, are we done?
I think so. We advertised a 10 to 15 minute show when we made it back to a full length episode of the mid morning show coffee break. So I think we're good for the day.
You have perseverance. You stayed with us. Now run the race. Have a great day. Enjoy your Labor Day.